What's up, guys? Wacky here, welcoming you back for week 5, 6, and 7, I believe, of SDS. Yes, I missed like 3 weeks somehow. I think I might have recorded this video, but uh, obviously it isn't uploaded. I haven't uploaded since like week 4 or so. It's just been, um, my college started back up like this last 2 weeks. Well, by started up, I mean like we're able to go back to like dorms and go back in person. So I haven't really had too much time to record this. Um, so expect maybe the next uploads for this season to just be like a few games at once, because I don't know if either I'll forget to record them like this time, or I just won't have. I don't want to record them. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. Um, it's been it's been a long few weeks. So here we got our week 5 match against Troy. I will be honest and say I do not remember too much of my prep. I believe I'm Scarf High Dragon. Um, I do not remember my Torn or my Scissor sets. I know Marowak is like it's the Lightning Rod. I think. Well, obviously Rare Bone. I was thinking, oh, I'm Banded. No, it's the thick club, not the rare bone. The rare bone's like the selling item. Um, Basically, the whole point was for Marowak to just come in and like click buttons. Like looking at his team, Marowak kind of like he has no Marowak switch in basically, except like, I guess Rotom Heat. Um, and then Vaporeon's the pretty usual like Wish Protect crap. Chestnut, I think this Chestnut was actually a little bit more offensive with Shed Shell, so that Gothitelle can't trap it. So I'm just gonna move on actually. So I guess I decided to lead Hydreigon because I thought he might lead Darmanitan, and I wanted to show him my Scarf honestly because I wanted him to be. I don't know. I, um, I wanted to show him that I was. What am I saying? I guess I kind of want to show him my Scarf because like um it prevents him from just sending in Darmanitan all the time, so it puts a little bit less stress off of me. If he doesn't go Darmanitan, he takes like a flamethrower to the face. Now, flamethrower actually had like the range to kill the Darmanitan, but I didn't want to take that risk right away. So I want to get that chip so that flamethrower, or I think I was running Draco this week. I want to make sure that would kill. So I just went into Vaporeon because I figured I could take like any hit. Um, this actually looks like banded damage. No, I don't think it's banded because I think Earthquake does like. Yeah, that makes sense. This is Scarf Darmanitan. So he goes into Gothitelle, and I think he knows I had Flip Turn, so he decided to go into Ferrothorn and get that Rocky Helmet damage off with the Iron Barbs, which is a really good play by him. So that meant I got to go into Marowak and just like set up. Now Gothitelle actually took the Shadow Bone. I think he might have been running. No, he was leftovers. That's weird because I do believe I was running Poltergeist this week. I think I was. I could be wrong because I don't know if I clicked it. And for some reason, he decides to just call Mind instead of just hitting Marowak. I don't know if Gothitelle gets like counter. I don't think it does. But if he, oh, but I'm a Ghost type. Counter would have been a good play if I wasn't a Ghost type. I don't think it gets counter though. So I guess he just kind of sacks off his Gothitelle. I believe I made it my Marowak to outspeed it, which I don't think he was expecting actually. So yeah, so he decides to disable my Fire Punch, and then he Volt switches, not expecting that I was Lightning Rod. So so I get the free kill on Galvantula as he goes into Darmanitan. I decided to just go Scissor and like try to get off my Mega Evolution and just Roost, because I didn't expect him to click Flare Blitz, and honestly, if he did, I wasn't super mad because looking at Scissors' matchup here for the rest of the game, it didn't really look that great. So he actually calls the High Dragon switch in. He gets in the body press. So I decided to just flamethrower the Clef Key. And because I'm a dark type, Clef Key can't really do anything to me. So I get the free kill on Clef Key. So yeah, Fairy type loses 1v1 to High Dragon, I guess. And then he brings in the Rotom Heat, which really can't touch Marowak. I kind of expected him to run Shadow Bone, and I can see here he's like bulkier, because I'm pretty sure Shadow Ball would have almost one-shot me. So he actually gets... I didn't actually get the kill with Marowak, surprisingly, so I was like, he has to click Shadow Ball here. So I decided to just risk it and go into Hydra, and at this point, Scarf Flamethrower just wins me the game. So that's a GG's to Troy. This is one of my better games of the season, I think. So I'm very proud that I could actually manage this one. So, what's the time? 6 minutes, wow. I'm not actually gonna show the last battle, but I will show this one. I'll explain why I didn't show the last battle. Like, I'll show you guys the matchup and stuff like that. So here we're facing Edster, a good friend. He's got like a sand team with Mega Lopunny and Togekiss, along with Victini and Decidueye, and I didn't really expect Decidueye to come versus Torn T and like Galarian Weezing or like a Chestnut for that matter. So I was really surprised to see it. I think his whole point of his Decidueye was to counter Deoxys defense, which I was going to bring Deoxys defense, but I didn't really think it looked that great here. So, my Torn set, I do remember, it was Bulk Up, Superpower, U-Turn, and Acrobatics with no item. Basically what this did was, I was hoping Torn could set up a Bulk Up and then just spam Acrobatics, but I had to get rid of Togekiss, and I'll be completely honest, I did not prep for Togekiss. And I don't know why, because I was really scared of it, but my team just really did not have the tools to deal with it. Like, all I really had was Heliolisk, which gets two-shot by like Flamethrower, and Vaporeon, which is slower, and gets kind of wrecked by the Air Slash spam. So I had to make sure Heliolisk was around for most of the game. And Heliolisk it did pretty decent for me, I think. As it's an electric type that can hit ground types with Surf, I'm pretty positive Exeggutor dies. As long as the sand isn't up, but it's gonna be hard to get rid of Tyranitar, because T-Tar, I think, has the chance to live a superpower. But I decided to leave Torn T regardless, because I can scout out the U-turns and the... Actually, no, I led with Heliolisk. I have no idea why I led Heliolisk. But I guess I had Galarian Weezing as an answer to Megalop for the time. So here I want to scout out the Victini, which it is, I think it was banded. It must have been banded, because you'll see at the end of the game. Basically, my Marowak set this week is defensive. I'm not actually Thick Club. I think I was... God, what item was I? I'm actually gonna check right now. Week 6. Heavy Duty Boots, that's what I was. So I decided to go Chestnut on the T-Tar, because Chestnut was kind of only for the T-Tar. I kind of assumed at this point he didn't really have, like, what you call it? I don't know. I need to pause. I kind of assumed he didn't have like Flamethrower or Ice Beam because he decided to switch out. I figured he was just like fully like defensive Tyranitar, and he actually decides to nasty plot the Decidueye. I kind of misplayed and clicked Spiky Shield when I should have just went hard Torn. Um, I kind of honestly figured he'd click U-turn, expecting me to go hard Torn. So a bit of a misplay there. Like Torn could have taken it, and I guess at this point he knows I'm not Boots, so he probably knows I'm like an offensive set or like no item. I think he was expecting me to bring no item anyways because I think he expected me to want to wall Poltergeist Decidueye, actually. So he actually misses the Hurricane, which is unfortunate because I'm pretty sure Hurricane killed me. Which kind of sucked, but yeah, what can you do? So the Lopunny wants to call out the Ice Punch on the Torrent. I don't really know why he's Ice Punch because I'm pretty sure. Nah, that probably kills Torn. So he goes Togekiss on my Galarian Weezing. I decided to just get rid of the rocks. And then I go Vaporeon because I'm pretty sure. Did he have Thunder Wave? Oh no, he burned me a Flamethrower, which was actually very good for me. And here he gets the first crit of like many, which sucked because crits with the air slash flinches and the burn damage really sucks for Vaporeon. Luckily, I have leftovers to like kind of keep me around the same. So I had to go Heliolisk, and I decided to just, I think I glared. Yeah, so I decided to glare, and I guess I didn't click U-turn. I don't remember what I did, but he gets another crit, which is definitely a theme that's been happening a lot lately. Here I clicked Leech Seed. I don't know why. I almost want to click Rock Slide. I know for a fact I had Rock Slide on this thing. I think it was Rock Slide and Drain Punch. Because I didn't really see a point for Grass move. I thought that the Leech Seed came in effect before Sandstorm. So basically I clicked the button on Chestnut and it just was not a good turn for me, I think. If I had clicked Rock Slide and got the damage off on Togekiss, this would have been such a better game for me, I think. So I decided to go Heliolisk and just I U-turned on the Togekiss. I thought he'd switch out again, so he actually decides to go. He actually decided to just Flamethrower me, and I got some Leech Seed damage back. I think at this point he was gonna switch out, so I decided to just Wish. And you can kind of see that I kind of just Wish stall. I think he called my Protect to get the sand back up, which kind of sucked for me, but at least Vaporeon stays healthy. I just Wish again. I actually expected him to crit because my luck. He is actually calling my Protects though. And here I don't know why, but I think I decided to switch out. Yeah, I decided to switch into Weezing, which is weird because Weezing either loses to Earthquake or it loses to Iron Head, so I don't really know why I did that. I guess I didn't expect him to bring that kind of Excadrill. So he actually decides to sub, and he does a lot of damage to me. And I think I had to risk some crits here. Vaporeon got really lucky in this game without getting crit, and at the end you'll see I didn't get air slash flinch a lot, so I decided to keep Vaporeon healthy and then break Excadrill sub. I think here, I think he actually called my Wish. No, he decided to switch out. Bad play on my part, and I didn't get the Scald Burn sadly, because I really wanted Togekiss to get Scald Burned. So I decided to go into Torn and U-turn into Heliolisk because I thought he was gonna Thunder Wave, which he did. So I get my free switch into Heliolisk. And at this point, Heliolisk does kind of a lot of work. But I decided to U-turn because I wanted Torn-T to come in, and I should have actually just kind of sacked the Weezing, but he didn't expect me to bring Superpower, I guess. So it's good on me that I got rid of the Tyranitar, which means once the sand is gone, the sand is just gone. And I don't know what I was doing here, because I didn't really have a way to break the sub, and I don't know what I was expecting. I should have known Pain Split didn't hit behind sub. So it was a misplay on my part, and then he crits me again. Um, yeah, this game just kind of sucks. So I decided to sack off Weezing at this point. I figured Torn T could maybe take it from Lopunny or something. I don't really know what my play was, or like how I was gonna deal with Lopunny. Um, maybe it's because I thought, oh, high jump kick or facade can't hit my ghost type, forgetting it had Scrappy, so it was a really big misplay. I did not play this game very well. So I decided to just keep wish spamming. He's no reason to just switch out because he's behind his sub, and I have to play bulky versus him. So the Excadrill just keeps clicking Earthquake, and I think here's when I decided to just Scald. He actually decided to click Toxic, which is weird. I think maybe he was expecting me to switch out into like Torn or something, which I didn't. I decided to Scald again. I think I got the burn. Yes, I got the burn, which is very good for me. And this is at the point of the battle where I was like, oh, maybe I could actually win this. Possibly. I don't know why I decided to protect. I should have just quick Scald. I think I just wanted the full HP. And I decided to wish again. He clicked Flamethrower because I think he wants to preserve Air Slash PP. So I decided to go to Helios. You know, I can get my wish back up. I can click Glare again. Oh. He went Excadrill, but I think I just clicked Surf and Excadrill just dies. So here I thought I was in a good spot. He went Lopunny, and I, for whatever reason, I forgot about Scrappy. So he kicked himself in the face, which really sucked for him because Marowak should not have lived that. I should have at this point just gone Torn, because I think at this point Torn just doesn't really do anything in this matchup. So kind of a misplay on my part, but I decided to Wisp the Lopunny, and I think he decided to sack it. I don't remember what he did. No, I guess he just decided to keep high jump kicking. Finally goes Victini. I think he actually clicked Volt Strike. Yeah, so I got my Lightning Rod. At this point, I believe. Oh no, I poltergeisted. At this point, this is when I should have sacked like Torn or Heliolisk. He actually called the Heliolisk and Flamethrower. I think I was Solar Power, or no, I was Dry Skin this week. For whatever reason, he didn't really have a good water type versus me. I think it was Keldeo. So I decided to just go Marowak because it was kind of safe-ish. I should have went Torn. There's just a lot of plays where I'm not going Torn for whatever reason. I think he tried calling the Heliolisk again. I think here's when things got really bad because you can see my team is starting to get pretty low on health. So I'm actually going to skip a few turns because, yeah. So Helios gets the kill on Lopunny. Helios put a lot of work in this week, actually. I'm very proud of it because it's the only mon that actually did work for me this week. So I just switch out. It's another few turns with Togekiss stall. I think at this point I decided to just... No, I thought I acrobatics. If I quick acrobatics and got that crit ding. Yeah, my misplay there was like keeping Torn alive, and I just don't know why I'm doing that. So this is where Torn dies, because he'll just air slash me over and over again, which sucked. I was really hoping I could get like one more acrobatics off and then come in Scald and win. Although I don't think Marowak killed Victini. Yeah, this is a losing match. So this plane is just a PP stall war. Um, Unfortunately. Another few turns. This match was really freaking long. This is where I lose though. I at least killed the Togekiss. 100 turns. And it just ends off with Victini killing me. If I had crit him at all in this game, it would have been so good for me. But I missed out on the crit, unfortunately. GG's though, only losing by 1 in this match was really nice. If only Chestnut didn't get crit, because Chestnut was very important in this battle. If I had not played Galarian Weezing like crap, this would have been a better battle for me. I just played everything really bad. I think the only mon I played well was the Vaporeon, which at that point, I don't even remember what the last move was. I think it might have been Heal Bell, and I just wasn't clicking it because reasons. I don't remember. I can check that as well. Vaporeon, oh, it was Haze. So it was Vaporeon Haze. This next battle I'm not going to show because I don't want to make a 30-minute video about it. So this is versus Charles. He has another sand team. I swear to God, I faced sand like freaking 8 times in a row. I'm getting pretty tired of facing sand, I'm not gonna lie. So basically, the reason I don't want to show this battle is because it is, I think, like 200 turns. Let's see. 197 turns. So as you can see, I got 6-0'd. His mons were generally pretty healthy still. I ran out of PP on like most of my moves. Apparently U-turn had -1 PP. Did he have a... Oh, he had pressure mon. I was wondering why he was running out of U-turns so fast. It's pressure Corviknight. Duh. The pressure Corviknight really came through, as you can see. Like, I ran out of a lot of moves. So basically what happened is early on in the game, he had brought in his Garchomp. I think got in Deoxys defense like pretty safely. I was at like maybe 75%, and he clicks Earthquake and crits me. On my, I think I was either recovering. I also had Ice Beam, which it wasn't killing Garchomp. It was doing like, I don't know, 60. It was two-shotting it easily, and my whole idea was to just sack off Deoxys on Garchomp, but the fact I got off no damage on the Garchomp, Deoxys died. I just had no reason to. I had no way of really winning at that point because of that one crit. Now I had Hydreigon. That got walled by Audino. Like, maybe if I was, let's say, I don't know how I'd put it, because I feel like Audino takes on every sort of Hydreigon, unless I was Plot, and I should have brought, like, Plot Hydreigon. If I was Plot instead of, like, Earth Power, or, like, Plot instead of Draco, I think this would have been a lot better of a match. He had Dazzling Gleam on his Audino, which did like 60% to Hydra, which is really funny. So yeah, but most of the battle was just Audino, Slowking, Corviknight, and Gigalith just stalling out my whole team because Deoxys died so quickly. Like, as you can see, I had Taunt, Teleport, I had Recover, and Ice Beam. Vaporeon still pulled through though. Like, Vaporeon did its best to support the team. Even Helios came in, and I had Glare, and I think if I had clicked Glare, I could have won this battle. Like, well, not won, but like I wouldn't have lost 6-0, because I would have gotten some like para hacks or like outsped some crap. Like, his team's pretty slow. Like Cinderace, but I don't think he ever brought Cinderace to Harden Heliolisk. He doesn't want to risk the surf. Scissor just couldn't break Corviknight. Because I was U-turn Bullet Punch. I was at most doing like 12% to it. Torn also couldn't really break Slowking or Audino or Gigalith. Torn overall is just a bad bring. Hydreigon couldn't break Audino. Other than that, like if I had removed Audino, if it ran out of Wish, I think I could have. If Audino was gone, I think I could have won this match. I'll be completely honest. If I had brought Amon with Toxic at all, like if I had brought like, see the thing was, I was gonna bring a really interesting Heliolisk set that had, I believe, Thunderbolt, Toxic, Protect, Substitute. That would have won me this match because he would not go hard Cinderace ever. If he had gotten off his Mega Evolution with Garchomp, I could stall out the Garchomp a little bit. I don't think he had Scale Shot. I think it's Swords Dance. Even then, I would just go like Torrent, Icy Wind, and kill it. Because like I switching out obviously, but that would have won me this match, and I was really upset I didn't bring the Heliolisk set because I'm not gonna lie, the Heliolisk was really just for he had a tank growth in the back, so I wanted a way to deal with tank growth by clicking Toxic, and he had Audino anyways, so I figured like he'll just bring like Heal Bell or something and just be a Heal Bell annoyance. But like he brought the Slowking, which did a lot better versus me than I expected it to. Like I wouldn't expect Slowking to be very good versus like Mega Scissor or Hydreigon or Heliolisk or Deoxys really. So that was just unfortunate all around. It showed my bad prep. I mean the Heliolisk put in work regardless. It was just I didn't bring the right sets, really. Like, I would say my Deoxys and my Vaporeon sets were very good. Maybe my Scissor set because I didn't want to bring Defog Torn. So, like, these three mons were fine, but I didn't really have a way to deal with Corviknight or Audino. And if you can't deal with the defensive core, then the offense just kind of beats you eventually. So that is why this battle is 197 turns, and I do not want to show it. But anyway, next week we face Beige, and hopefully we can get a win because these last two battles are obviously the losses. This was a very bad loss, I will say. And I've been on quite a losing streak lately, and I'd like to get off of that, so in the next week we will only hope I can pull a W, maybe. And I'll see you guys next week.